Hello and welcome to Carved in Stone. I'm your host, Shawn Chabam, and on today's episode, I will be giving you my Mount Rushmore of pizza toppings. There are few foods that are more universally loved than pizza. Everyone seems to have their go-to order, whether it be thin crust, deep dish, New York slice, Chicago style, or whatever thousands of other options you choose. Even bad pizza is still pretty good, and that's part of what makes ranking pizza toppings so tough, but also so fun. And me? Yeah, I love pizza. It's probably my favorite food. Tacos are up there too, but when it comes down to it, I think I could eat pizza almost every day. Whenever I do a food episode of Carved in Stone, I know I'm going to have a tough time with some things. I suck at describing food and flavors. So, why did I choose this topic? Because I love pizza. Why else? I watched a video someone else did on their Mount Rushmore of pizza toppings not long ago, and one of the toppings that they listed was cheese. I thought that was insane to put that on the list. To me, cheese isn't so much a pizza topping as it is a standard ingredient. I guess you could forego cheese if you're lactose intolerant or vegan or something, or just weird, but I am assuming that cheese and sauce are on every slice of pizza, so they won't be included today. I also won't include any seasonings or spices, so no salt, no pepper, oregano, Italian seasoning, garlic, or anything like that. This has to be something you order on your pizza that typically gets baked in, not something that you sprinkle on after it comes out of the oven. On that video I referenced earlier, they also said something along the lines that my first selection was something that they think people just say to fit in or something, something really absurd like that. Let me tell you something. I have never eaten anything to try to fit in. All right? Who even thinks like that? My first selection is on here because I like it and no other reason. It is pepperoni. Is it probably the most standard topping? Yes. Is it boring? I don't think so. Maybe you do. That's fine. Is it delicious? Yes, in my opinion. And that's all I care about, is that it tastes good. It wouldn't matter to me if it was the least popular pizza topping in the world if it tasted good to me. I did an episode where I talked about how much I love broccoli, so I don't care what others think about food. Pepperoni rocks. Broccoli, by the way, not on this mountain. I'll eat it on pizza, but it's not one of my 4 go-tos. I think there are a lot of other things that go better on pizza than broccoli. The next topping on my Mount Rushmore of pizza toppings is sausage. That looks more like a potato than sausage that the AI created there. Sorry. It's supposed to be sausage. I honestly don't care what kind of sausage is used, whether it be mild, sweet, hot, Italian, American, crumbled, sliced, patties, whatever. I think sausage mixes extremely well with pizza and just tastes great. Sausage is awesome at breakfast, and it's awesome at lunch, and it's awesome at dinner if you're eating pizza. Actually, you can have sausage on your pizza in the morning for breakfast too. That's okay if that's what you choose to eat for breakfast. That's one topping that creates its own trifecta because you can eat it any time of day, particularly on a slice of pizza. And you know what other topping you could say the same thing about as far as being able to eat it any time? Bacon. Bacon is so freaking good. Now, as much as I love bacon, it is a little bit easier to screw up than sausage, because if you don't cook the bacon correctly, I'll still eat it, of course. But it can take a slice of pizza that's a perfect 10 down to a 6 or a 7. I really like crispy bacon. So I want the bacon on my pizza to be crispy too, of course. If done correctly, there are few times that a slice of bacon pizza isn't amazing. And you can do combos. In fact, all three of the toppings I've named together make an incredible pie. I'm going to do a few honorable mentions. Green peppers give that nice crunch. Meatballs are great, but only if they're thinly sliced, huge chunks just fall off the pizza. And ham. It's solid, just not special enough to make the top four. By the way, a lot of people like ham and pineapple for a Hawaiian pizza. There's always this big debate as to whether or not pineapple belongs on a pizza or not. Here's my take. It doesn't belong on my pizza because I hate it. If you want to eat it, go ahead. It has no effect on my life. I do sometimes tease people who put pineapple on pizza, but only because it gets under their skin and I think it's funny. People are so passionate about it one way or the other. You do you, I'll do me. In all honesty, I don't care because I don't have to eat it. If you enjoy it, go ahead and put it in your mouth. Back to the mountain. All of the toppings on my mountain so far have been part of a meat lover's pizza. As I said, put all three on the same pie, and you have deliciousness. The final reveal is the only one that doesn't fit in there, although I guess it wouldn't ruin the pie, it just wouldn't be a complete meat lover's pizza anymore. It is onions. I don't have much to say about this one. I am a big fan of onions, and I like onions on my pizza. Not as much as the three aforementioned meats that did make the cut, but onions tend to go great on pizza, I feel. They might make your breath stink, though. So just keep that in mind when you're putting onions on your pizza. If you're on a first date or something, you might want to forego the onions and the garlic. So that's that. As I said, mostly meats on this mountain. Onions come in at the end to prevent the meat sweep. To recap, my Mount Rushmore of pizza toppings: pepperoni, sausage, bacon, and onions. Are there any options you prefer that I didn't mention, like anchovies? Maybe you like something I've never even thought of trying on my pizza that could expand my horizons. Let me know. Thank you as always for joining me. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. I will see you next time. Go Birds!